Spoons. This is Tim Dowd for Living with MS in Tenerife. I'm here in Los Cristianos this morning. It's a beautiful day. It's a little bit on the cool side, but it's still over 20 odd degrees. But this stone that I'm leaning on is on the cool side because it's been a bit cool overnight. So if you are coming over, don't forget to bring a cardigan for late nights or when it's windy. Well, usually I'm shorts and a t-shirt anyway. If you're new to the channel, my name's Tim Dowd. I go live Monday to Friday in the mornings for a walk, if I can. And we go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:55. Monday is Meetup Monday where you're the star. And Wednesday is Balcony Banter, alternating between our channel and the channel of Juliane Nendel. In the description, there's a link to Juliane's channel. If you like a bit more serious discussion, then that's the place to be. Friday's just me in a bar getting drunk. So if you like that type of thing, consider subscribing. Christmas time, we're going to be having a little bit of a break, but I'm going to be putting up some drone footage. So if you like drone footage of Tenerife, don't forget to go to the playlist Drones and have a look at that. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm not on my own today. I have a guest. The guest is Richard Butcher, and we met him on Meetup Monday. He came in for a little bit on the late side, actually, so I didn't realize he was going to be with me. And then we did all the show and he wasn't even on it. So I thought, well, I've got to rectify that. So he says, anytime you want to go for a walk, let's go for a walk. He said, well, I'm going home Friday. I said, well, Thursday it is then. And here he is, Richard Butcher. How the devil are you?
I'm very well, sir. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So where are you from?
We're from Sheffield.
Sheffield.
Yeah.
And what do you do out there in Sheffield?
I'm a school bus driver.
A school bus driver?
Yes.
That is, I mean, you're taking your life in your hands as well, aren't you?
Well, definitely, yeah. In more ways than one.
Yeah. So you're up early in the mornings?
Up early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning.
You do morning and evening shift, do you?
Yeah, split shift. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get, so you either do all mornings or all evenings, or?
No, split shift. It's early mornings, so we get the guys in to school. They're in for about 8:15. And then it's a return journey, so they finish school at 5:30. So I get home about 7:30, 8:15.
Cool, dude. And in the meantime, it's like cleaning the bus and doing stuff, or do you get free time?
No, I'll get free time, or we go out on trips to other schools, you know, sports and things like that.
Right. Okay.
So yeah.
So it could be a long day, actually.
It can be from 5 till 7:30.
Is that allowed?
Yes. Yeah. You'd think so, wouldn't you? But yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, ladies and jelly spoons, you're not here to talk about us, we're here to talk about Tenerife. Let's turn you around, show you where we are. We're at the bottom of the dual carriageway. Up here goes towards the Passeria Centre, and just around the corner is Andrew's car shop, Sanasti Car Hire. This way is towards the bus station, and we're going to walk up this way towards the bus station, and then cut down to Dan's shop, I think.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing. We'll go uphill first.
Yep.
That's what I like.
Get the hard bit over first.
Get the hard bit over first. Let's see who's on. We've got 27 people watching already. Most of them are moderators. Except for Jill Gardinier. Oh, Jill. And Ray Duffy, good day, mate. And Renee. And Roger Channing, sorry. It's Craig, Bart Wiltshire, Zelda Carr, and Mike Ayers. There's plenty of people in the background. Johnny Bennett's on. Good morning, love the walks. So I'm going to try and do more over Christmas, but I've got to get up. It was balcony banter last night, and hang on, I think I've got something going wrong here. I'm minus 15. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Morning, Tim and friend Leona de Lang. This is Richard Butcher. Those of you just joining us from Sheffield, he's a bus driver on the school run. Is it a private school?
It is, yes.
Okay, can you talk about it, or is it something you're not supposed to?
I can talk about it,
Yeah, so what type of private school is it?
It's a Jesuit school.
Uh-huh.
And they have boarders. We have people from basically all over the world.
Okay. So how do they find your school? Is it basically through the church?
No, I don't think so. No, it's... I don't know how they get them.
Is it famous for anything? Like, are they sort of like, do they do lots of languages, humanities, or it's science, or?
All of the above. They're really big on sports.
Okay.
Rugby, hockey, netball, and things like that.
Uh-huh.
as well as the academic side as well.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And say morning, Richard. Simon says morning all.
Good morning.
Nick Wiltshire, Bull 78 is on. Oh, that's us, look. There you go. North Tenerife man. That's what he does. He films his own shadow. I really like that. I'm stealing it. He does it with the phone vertical though. Killed is. So for those of you who know and love, this is the, what's it called? Sol is it? No.
Oh, it tells on the front.
It does tell us on the front there.
Yeah, Solarona.
Solarona. Not to be confused with Sol Tenerife. So we're over the apogee now, whatever it's called. Oh, that's a nice flowers. Not seen them before. Tie a yellow ribbon round the old oak tree. Oh, that's beautiful. I'll have to remember this time of year, yellow flowers. Anybody know what it is? I'm sure there's an app for that, but they look like mini daffodils, but they're not. Ask Richard if he remembers Romeo and Juliet's nightclub in Backstreets, Sheffield. It was in the resident band there between 79 and 80.
Yeah, I do that, yeah. Very much so.
You remember that?
I do, yeah. And
Roger was the resident band there.
was it?
Aye.
Right.
Stayed there, the grub's rubbish, says John. Oh, hang on. This one you mean? Not Bank Street. Ask your guest which team in Sheffield he supports.
Well, it's only Wednesday, isn't it?
It's
Wednesday.
yeah, it's some sort of Adams family thing, is it?
Yeah.
Morning,
Sheffield Wednesday.
Barry Keeter. Take my life in my hands. It's only a one-way street, so I'm looking one way. So we're going down to the beach now. John Patton, yes, he means that one. Has anybody stayed at this one, Guayero? I walked through there the other day from the back, past Mr. Singh's, I think it was, or something or other. There we go. Oh, here we go, a bit wet here. Watch yourself here. The insured.
Well, blame is a claim.
There we go. Yippee, there's only Wednesday, says Denise Pearson.
Of course. I mean, talking about bands in Sheffield, you snuck about with a band that's pretty big on the club scene.
Uh-huh.
And
You play or did you roadie?
no, I didn't play. No, I was the one that just dragged the speakers in
Uh-huh.
and stuff like that. But yeah, they were very big around Sheffield in that area. And they were called at the time. It was called the Daisies,
Uh-huh.
and then they changed the name to Tyke, and they also
What was it changed the name to?
Tyke. You know, as in,
Like a little tyke?
yeah, Yorkshire Tyke.
Yorkshire tyke?
Yeah.
I thought that was a name of derision.
Possibly is.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. They worked with numerous, shall we say, pop stars such as Dave Berry and also with Everly Brothers and in Battle Variety.
All right, cool.
Yeah, they had.
And have you lived in Sheffield all your life?
I have, yes.
No, you haven't.
Well, no, not all of it. I'm still
still
living
got
it.
some
Yeah, I'm still living it.
I know me like it. So we're going to go right here.
Yeah.
But my family actually comes from Sheffield.
Do they?
My granddad on my dad's side
Right.
was Sheffield. And I don't know whether he moved from Ireland to Sheffield or whether his dad moved from Ireland to Sheffield.
Right.
But he ended up doing something in the steel.
Right.
But then he ended up in Manchester, where my dad was born, in Salford.
Mm.
And yeah, so I'm not too sure really where my family's coming from. They say Irish on my dad's side, Welsh from my mum's side.
Yeah.
But we're somehow, I think my brother paid a fortune to do the family tree.
Right.
But he's not sharing.
He's waiting for a subscription.
He's waiting for a subscription, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's that. Maybe he thinks I'm not interested. I'm probably not interested, but there you go.
Well, unless you're related to some millionaire that's waiting to be claimed.
Exactly. And if you want any excursions on the island, come and see Tenerife First Excursions. Dan and the team are the best on the island. There are other good ones, Dan always says, but they're not as good as us. So don't forget, come here and book your trips. And you can do it online as well. But the best thing to do is come and talk to one of the associates here, and they will help you get whatever you want. And not only good prices, but guarantees of fun. Because, no, they do, and a bit of banter as well. A bit of banter as well. I did. But you don't start till 10, do you? Right, enjoy yourself. Good luck. Okay. There you go. That's the advert for today. Not paid, by the way. I am not paid by Dan, although he did buy me breakfast the other day, so that was nice. Okay, so where are we? We're coming past church, and what's this up here? I've never noticed that before. Is that the church?
No, this is Bella Modern.
That's underneath, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've not noticed that before for some reason. Why is that? Amazing. 48 people on, 19 thumbs up. Edward Black says good morning.
Good morning.
Eugene McGee was on, how you doing? Morning, Tim. Out on the 28th, beers in the fridge. Gordon Duncanson, cool dude. Morning, morning, morning. Terry and Louise are on, Elizabeth Hannigan. Eugene McGee. Cool dudes. So here we are, coming down to the harbour beach. I call it the harbour beach, I don't know what it is, but it's got my favourite thing there. I really like, oh, there's somebody cleaning, look. That's quite nice. And we got the ferry there in the background. Two of them. We got Fred and Aramis, I think it is. Or Aramas. Armas. There you go. So there's a bench over here with my name on it. Because you want to, oh no, there's not, because they're going to do some work. So you won't be able to hear us. When I pass people speaking Spanish, I always try and work out what they're saying.
Yeah.
And I have no chance. I have really no chance. Okay, I got a question here from Darren. We'll sit here, shall we? Sit here and read a few questions out. We'll give you the view of the boarded up place. And ask some of the questions. Darren Aquilina says, what's the best way to donate to the channel without YouTube taking a cut?
In a brown envelope.
That's a very good question, that is a very good question. If you want to support us, you can go to timothydowd.com/sponsor. And there it'll give you an idea of what you can do. And if you use PayPal, if you use friends and family, we get the whole thing. If you do as if you're buying something, then they'll take a commission, obviously, and I get your name and address and telephone number, and I've got to send you delivery stuff and all that. But yeah, so what we like to do is anything that comes in from PayPal, that's the account that pays all the Data DAS stuff. So I pay €45 for the thing we use for multi-camera. Plus the 2 SIM cards, one for the phone, one's for the MiFi, and so that goes out of that account. So basically, if you're going in there, and if there's anything left at the end of the month, I buy Chris some books. But if you want to buy Chris a book, then put that in the description. Say this is for Chris's books, and then I shall use it for that. So thank you so much for asking, and yeah, it's everything, all of the support is very, very welcome, and we thank all of you that do it. You can become a member also on that page of the YouTube channel. That means you get nothing apart from a little badge. You do get discount of the merchandise, but I haven't worked out how to do that automatically yet, so you got to call me if you're going to do something, and I'll do something for you. But I don't think there is discount at the moment. Ray Duffy, got to go, Timothy. Shower and shave. It's Thursday, meet-up day, pub. Cheers. Ray, we shall see you anon. Thank you so much for all your support, and hope you have a great time in the pub. Don't get too drunk. Or as my wife says, don't come home drunk. So I say to my mates, I'm coming home with you tonight. Cool dudes, thank you so much. How's your Spanish and how did you learn it, says Leone de Lang. I can speak Spanish, I can read Spanish, I can write Spanish, but I can't understand it when people talk too fast. So my comprehension is not as good as it should be. And that's because I can't practice. Every time I try and speak Spanish to somebody, they go, oh, you're English. I want to practice my English. So the only times that I hear Spanish is doctors, and that's about it, really.
Yeah.
And the police. Yeah, but it's going too well. I learnt it. I started off with things like Duolingo. I think everybody starts with Duolingo. Then I found a free website called Spanish Dictionary, which is shortened to Spanish Dict. Yeah? And I got to say that very carefully. I've got to change my hands here. It's getting a bit heavy. Spanish Dict. And after Spanish Dict, I found a guy on YouTube called Spanish with Paul. And he does 10 free lessons, plus another 20 specialist lessons on YouTube, just to give you the flavor of how he does the teaching. And I really resonated with him because it was very simple, it was progressive, and not only that, but he builds you up, so you end up speaking sentences very quickly. And so I bought the paid version of Spanish with Paul major course. And this Spanish with Paul main course is, I think it's $199 for a year, but you always get a 50% discount for some reason. You just got to sign up for his newsletter, and it's $99 US, which is about 85 quid, is it? 90 quid?
I'll say yeah.
About 85, 90 quid. And you get a year's access to his database, which has got 9 levels. Each level has got between 10 and 16 lessons, plus cheat sheets and everything. And the way that he does it, he starts off with all the words that you already know. And he shows you how that there are a lot of English words that are just changed slightly into Spanish. And what he does with that is he teaches you how to pronounce Spanish. So that's the first lesson, if you like, is all the words you know, so you're feeling confident, plus you get the pronunciation right. Or is it the pronunciation?
Tomato.
Exactly, tomato. So basically, that's the first level, if you like. So once you get through the first level, in between, in the first level, he does little glue words so you can put things together. And then he starts off with things like, they're called modal verbs, which are basically verbs that you would need to get around. And he doesn't start off with, hello, how are you, my name is, like everybody else does, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can get that anywhere. What he does, he tells you, I want, I need, I can, I can't, I have. So he's concentrating on you of saying, I want a cup of tea, I have a cold, I need to get home, that type of thing. And you end up speaking sentences very, very quickly. And because you've learnt the pronunciation in the first level, then your pronunciation's pretty good. The disadvantage of that is when you say a sentence with great pronunciation and super diction, people will come back at you in full-blown Spanish, and you go, oh, I don't speak Spanish. And then it's basically like saying, a foreigner comes up to you and says, all right, Duck, how's it going? Give us a cup of tea, will you? Yeah?
Yeah.
And then they say, oh, we've only got coffee. Sorry, I don't understand English. They say, what, you just spoke English with an accent? So yeah, but Spanish with Paul, I really do recommend it. Unfortunately, he does not do an affiliate program. So that means I'm sending loads of people over to him without getting anything for that. But I will get the benefit to know that you guys are getting one of the best courses that I think in Spanish. If you're an English speaker, it's perfect. If you're not an English speaker, he does rely on translating English to Spanish. But yeah, that's my pitch for Spanish with Paul. As I say, 10 free lessons on YouTube. Go and check it out. And if you like it, sign up for his newsletter, get 50% off. Right, that was that one. David Husfield says good morning. Peter King, what books does Chris read? She's a member of the Audible book club before it was Amazon.
Right.
And so we've got one of the old subscriptions. So I have a subscription for $9.95 a month, and I get one book. But she can read 2 or 3 books a month. Now I can buy any other book for $9.99, but the way I do it is they have a special on that if you pay $24.95,
Right.
you get 3 books. And then there's a place where she can get 2 for 1. So she'll do that sometimes. But the types of books she buys are typically, she reads English and they're audiobooks, so they're spoken obviously. So she listens to English and German books and Spanish books now. So she's got all 3 types. And what she's been doing lately, she's been taking a book that she finds in Spanish and English, or Spanish and German,
Right.
and she buys both of them. And then she listens to the Spanish one, chapter 1, and then listens to the German or the English one, chapter 1. And then, so her Spanish is better than mine.
So why don't you speak Spanish to each other then?
No, we do.
So
We mix it. We speak Spanish to each other in the mornings, basically.
Right.
And if something's important, she'll speak German.
Well, then you know you're in trouble.
I know I'm in trouble. And yeah, I think English is basically the one that where I'm just faffing around.
Right.
What do you want? Whatever breakfast type of thing, you know.
Yeah.
But we'll try and do Spanish, and we sit down after breakfast and we do the course. So we're still doing Spanish with Paul. I've bought it 4 times.
Right.
You know, because you can start it all over again.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's well worth it. And also Spanish Dicts. There is a paid version there as well. Are you in search of a 95-cent beard? There is a 95-cent beer down here on the right. I don't know whether it's gone up to $1, but there you go.
There's one down there, aren't there?
95 cents, but no, we're not drinking beer this early in the morning. Thanks for the insights, Leon. No problem. What books? You did that one. Darren says, I was a student in Sheffield in the early 90s, spent 3 happy years living in Crooks.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a place, is it?
Yeah, it is. There's a lot
Not
of
people.
Well, that's further down the road. That's in Walkley. But there's a lot of students up in Crook. Yeah.
Cool. And Peter King says, morning from wet Glasgow, green and white. Oh, that's football probably.
I would say so, yeah.
Football probably, okay. Right, I'm not a big football fan as you know, so let's turn you around so you can see where we are. We're at this boarded up place. And I think on the right here is one of these 95-cent. It might even be this one. It's not open yet. I think it is this one, isn't it? Yeah. So I think this is the 95-cent one. What does it say here? Closed for reforms since the 2nd of December. Well, it's good to know that it's closed since.
Yeah,
We'd rather know when it's going to open. So the 95-cent beer is no more. Did it, Dundee Derrick? Oh, hang on. Dundee Derrick saying something there. Pearson's morning from York. Raining in Dublin. That 95 cents, actually you had to pay tax on it. Oh, okay. That's clever. Funnily enough, it is not allowed to advertise a price that does not include IGIC.
Right.
So if any restaurant charges you IGIC, you just say, oh, I don't pay that because it should be in the price on the menu. And they go, oh yeah, my mistake, and take it off. But all the people that don't ask...
But it's still on the menu.
No, even if it's on the menu, sometimes they say IGIC not included. and that's totally illegal.
Right.
So here we go, Hipadino. I wonder if they have the German beer in here, because this is where I get the German beer from. Let's have a quick look. Hola señora, ¿tiene cerveza alemán franciscana? Cerveza. ¿Has visto? Gonna go and have a look. Okay, aquí. There you go, this is it. This is the favourite beer here. Here it's 175. In our village it's 170. And we get the dark one as well. This is the light one and the alcohol free. And I get another one which is the dark one, which they don't have here. So I'm not going to stock up on that then. Hipadino, one of my favourite supermarkets. Muchas gracias, hasta luego. Hope to be there next year again. Cool, Leonie. Hope we'll meet up this time. Craig, good friend. Simon, nice to see Andrew filming in Gran Canaria. I've not seen of any of Andrew's in Gran Canaria. But he's going to do a live every day apparently for Christmas. And an edited vlog every day. I thought he had a... I thought he was busy. Linda Tyler, Hipadino, great shop, yep. I use Hipadino for certain things.
Work on it.
I use Mercadona for the main shop. And I go to Lidl and Aldi for specialities. But there is one called Tutribol. And I've only found the one up near us. And that Tutribol is a massive shop, does everything. Including sort of like hardware and stuff like that. And it's dirt cheap, so if you want a cheap shop, nip to Tutribol in Adeje. There you go. So Richard, why Tenerife?
Because it's warm.
Everybody says that. Is
Yeah.
there nothing else?
No, it's warm. It's very nice people that you come across here. We started coming for Christmas, or the week before Christmas, so we get to go home on the 23rd. So we get all the advantages of the nice, warm, sunny weather. And then someone else does the cooking when we get home, so we just walk in with us cases. So it works out fine for the school holidays. So our school shuts down a week before the state schools. So there's no school children here, which is a bonus.
A bonus.
So as we're going home, they're arriving. So it's a double bonus.
All right.
Yeah, so we've been here. We've been about 5 times. 4 times to the Paradise Park because we really like it there.
It's not too far up the hill?
Well, you come down the hill, catch the bus back up.
All right, okay.
So that's it. And we were so pleased that when we came back this year that we recognised some of the staff that was there before the pandemic.
Before COVID, yeah?
Yeah, and it was nice to see that basically they still kept their jobs.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Tenerife, and we're getting to move further afield now. You know, like going on bus journeys.
Like to my place?
Yes.
That was an adventure, was it?
Yeah.
They came to meet up Monday, and his wife was saying, how far is he now? Just round the corner. It took him an hour, didn't it?
Yeah. It was but having said that, we saw places that we'd seen on your walks. So,
Okay, cool.
So we knew what was basically round the corner.
Uh-huh.
And then, you know, to actually see it was a delight sort of thing. So,
Cool dude.
yeah. So we're hoping next time we come, we're going to have a run to the top of the island and see what's...
So you have to subscribe to Tenerife Northman.
Right.
Yeah, TNM.
Right, yeah.
I'll stick a link in the description here. It's Denise's husband. In fact, Denise, if you want to put a link to Tenerife Northman in the chat, we'll see that now as well. and he'll give you an idea of where you can go up in the north.
Yeah, it'd be great. Yeah.
In fact, Graydon, who was on there on Monday, said he's been coming to. Let me just get past here. So Graydon, who was on there on Monday as well,
Yeah.
he said he's been coming to La Caleta for quite a while, but because he'd watched one of my videos and I'd gone down to Ginnell, he didn't realise that you could get that way.
Exactly.
Especially if you got limited mobility.
Right. Yeah.
So that was good. So I'm glad it's helping, and it's just basically me having a bit of fun and meeting people, which I love. And sometimes I get mixed up though. In fact, last night on Balcony Banter, I said, right, see you in the morning, John and Jade. And actually, I'm not meeting them till this afternoon. And then I said to you, they're bright and early, 7:45, and I meant 9:15. Luckily enough, he didn't watch, so he wasn't there hanging around. Did I wake you up?
No, I was already awake.
You're up at 5, are you?
Straight, so yeah, it's a body clock. So.
Yeah, I've got a body clock, and as long as I get up at 10, I've got to push myself to get up at everything else.
Yeah.
So, see where we are? We're going to go past this little square now with the Irish bar in it. And I think we're coming up to a webcam somewhere. So you can see us on webcam as well. There's the old ring. These are the guys going to play volleyball in a minute. That's the thumbnail. Ragnarok, the Viking ship. You can book that at Down's Place. And of course the ferries. Over to La Gomera, La Palma. I don't know where else to go from here. If you know, drop it in the comments. Let me know. So this ice cream shop on the corner has been closed for a while now. And I still don't know. I've heard 2 or 3 versions of why it's closed. One is a family feud. Another one is some sort of license that's run out, but we don't know. All we know is that it's not open, which is a shame. Looks like there's setting up or breaking down a concert. Setting it up.
Yeah.
When is it, you know?
I have no idea. It'll be when we've gone, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Must be for Christmas concert.
Uh-huh. There you go. Gelato King Kono. Another shop. And for those of you who don't know, most of you do now, but lots of you don't know, in between this shop and this shop, Kuala Lumpur store, there is a Ginnell.
Ah.
And up the Ginnell is one of the best fish restaurants on the island.
Right.
It's called El Cine. You can get to it by www.grupoelcine.com, and they open for lunch, and it's a great fish restaurant. ¿Cuándo abiertas? A las
12.
A las 12.
Sí.
¿Hasta?
11 de la noche.
11 de la noche.
Sí.
12 hasta 11 de la noche.
Todo el día.
Todo el día. Gracias. So from midday to 11 at night, all the way through, you get fish, you get chicken, you get octopus, you get everything here. And you get a smile. A sonrisa. Sí. There you go. And there's also other ones through here. So they're not hidden, but they are tucked away. Aero. Hola. Buenos días. So there's also an upstairs Bordo, and I don't know how you get upstairs there. Are there?
Yeah, but it's got a...
No, I think there's another one here. Good looking, he says. So it looks like you might get up here. Oh, it could be there. No storage. I'm going to lose you, I think, up here. I think there's a bit of a dead spot here. So if I lose you, don't worry, we'll come back. There you go. All your fishing needs. Oh, we got seals singing. El Artisano. Nice for coffee. The snail.
Monday, when we eventually got there,
Uh-huh.
there was a lady sat at the side of Christina, and she was from Sheffield.
That's right. Michaela, we're going to meet her this afternoon as well.
And you asked her which school she went to.
Uh-huh.
And she said it was in Ecclesfield.
Uh-huh.
Well, I used to go to school right on the edge of Ecclesfield. It was called Ewe Lane.
Ewe Lane.
Yeah, then they changed it to Ewlands.
Okay.
But yeah, it's such a small world.
I wouldn't like to paint it though.
That's true.
Or clean it.
You need a big brush.
Aye. So Littles and Jelly Spoons. Webby's on. Hello, Webby. Tomorrow night, Freaky Friday, I'm meeting somebody, not saying who, in Monte Cristo. So if you're on the island, you're going to come and say hello. I'll be in Monte Cristo for Freaky Friday, 5:55. There we go, we're at the port now, back at the port. We've been on 37 minutes, so we're going to make our way back now. No stopping. Paul Webb, I'm in, he says.
Sorry?
Webby's coming tomorrow night.
All right. Don't go on the bus.
No, he lives just up the road. He lives closer to Monte Cristo than I do. And I only live 400 yards away. There you go. What a fantastic place to live, isn't it? Just come out and walk around in the sunshine 2 days before Christmas. We got to keep chit-chatting so we don't get a strike. I'm not too worried about the strikes, actually. They're not strikes, really. They just say, Billy Joe Bob wants to monetize your channel. Some of them, they say, well, share it. I don't mind that.
Well, as long as he's sharing as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, some of them say, we'll share the monetization. And for the adverts, for the people that look at my stuff,
Yeah.
if they get to 1,000 or 1,200 people, it's probably got a fiver anyway. So if he wants 250, he can have it.
Well, he needs it more than you.
Exactly. Exactly. This is beautiful.
Well, it beats the school run.
Exactly. But the thing is, if you do this every day, then sometimes you're pining for something else as well, you know?
Well, yeah. Not at the moment, though.
No. I've only been here 8 years. That's gone quick, isn't it?
Yeah. Time flies.
When you're having fun.
Yeah.
So we got the beach volleyballers. They're doing meditation first. I did a meditation video. I don't know if you've seen it. It's on the channel. If you go to videos, you go to the playlist meditation, It's just one. I've recorded another 2, but I haven't put them up yet. Meditation for going to sleep, ladies and gentlemen. Because everybody says I got a great face for radio.
Well, when I first started watching your channel, Dawn was in the kitchen doing what she does best. Is doing my breakfast. And of course she was listening. She said, "What you watching?" I said, "I'm watching this guy in Tenerife." She said, "He ought to be on radio." I said, "He's got such a warm, welcoming voice."
Oh.
And she said I could listen to him if he was reading a telephone book. So I'd probably just go reading a telephone book and then publishing that.
That is a super idea. Aaron A. 359-8624.
Well, they had celebrities doing the sat navs, didn't they?
Are they?
Yeah, so you get sort of like John Cleese telling you where you've gone wrong, as Basil Fawlty. Comedy at this time.
I could do that. Do a sat nav. So you're going to turn right now. Right now. You missed it. You missed it. Oh, it's getting heavy. This. I'll tell you what it is. It's my belly that's getting heavy. So we're going to go to the back here. Some more Backstreets. Hey. Oh, now I can see. Craig's coming over. London's. In. Where is the place with them umbrellas outside it, Tim? Okay. Basically, if you turn left out of Andorra and you walk past the volcano, and what's the next one called? The Best Tenerife. If you go past the Best Tenerife and in between the Best Tenerife and the Pharmacia, there's a little lane that goes down towards the Golden Mile, and it's down there. You can go either side of those buildings. I think the blue and yellow buildings, and it's halfway down on the right or the left. So there you go. Andorra, turn left, past the volcano, past the Best. After the Best, take a left, and it's there. If you fancy going out this afternoon and you're going to be walking around, all you need to do is to let me know where you are, and I'll pick you up from wherever you are. You don't have to stay in the hotel till 3:45. So just do your normal day, and I'll ping you just before we leave, and you say, "Oh, we're going to be here," and then I'll just pick you up from there. As long as I can get a car to it, it'll be all right. If you say I'm lying on the beach, I won't pick you up from there. So we're going up to church now. Hello, Summer. Cafe 5 or Capi 5. I like the church. It's a sort of a little meeting point for lots of older people. And then when the kids are off, it's football.
Right. In the courtyard.
Uh-huh.
There used to be a little cafe, I think it was a bit further down there. I tried to find it the other day, and there was like little Christmas specials.
Uh-huh.
You know, a coffee and mince pie, and it looks like it's closed now.
Oh dear. Oh dear. So we're going to walk around here. We're not going up the steps, don't worry.
We're not rocky then.
We're not rocky. We're a bit rickety, I think, maybe not rocky. There you go. We're going to have a look at the manger.
Haven't the Spanish already exchanged presents? Don't they do it earlier than us?
Santa Claus comes on the 6th
Right.
of December, I think, Constitution Day. And on the 6th of January is the Three Kings, which is the main one.
Right.
So the 6th of, but the thing is, the Three Kings were never actually in the manger. In fact, the Bible doesn't say how many kings there were.
Right.
And if you read Luke and Matthew, I think it is.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But the timings, you know, in the time of Herod, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And it says that the kings probably turned up 6 years after he was born.
Well, I was a king at Mansell School.
Yeah. No, the stories, you know, the stories
Yeah,
like,
the
you know, sort of
timeline,
three in a manger, but the actual timeline of the Bible doesn't say how many kings there were, and they definitely weren't at the birth.
Right.
But it's a nice sort of like bringing together of lots of things. So, which way did we go from here? We're going to go back along the beach. We're going to cut down here and go past a couple of cafes, a couple of bars, a couple of Indians. 46 minutes, so I've got to move on. I've got to go to the post office and be home for the waterman. And I owe him from last week as well, so I've got to pick cash up as well. Oh my gosh.
You get a wiggle on.
I have to get a wiggle on. And she's coming around the corner, beach her, it's 30 and she's the winner. What's your favourite Christmas song?
My favourite Christmas song?
Yep.
Well, it's got to be Noddy Old, hasn't it?
Slade.
Yeah, we've got to keep him in his retirement with his pension. Well, we all wish we'd have wrote that, don't we?
Uh-huh.
Definitely. But some of the old ones, you know, Bing Crosby, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I'm more of a Bing Crosby type thing.
Yeah.
But I don't celebrate Christmas as such,
No.
so I don't know why.
I think the build-up to Christmas is best. Well, it works out for us because we're here, so we miss all the January sales that's advertised on the TV, DFS, that never stop having sales. So
We've actually got a button on our TV called off.
have you?
Yeah. I don't suppose anybody else has got it, but we got an off button on TV.
How's that work?
Your wife tells you to press it and go and do some real work. Yeah. I'm walking backwards for Christmas.
Let it see you go.
No. Should need a hand over, do you think? Yep.
Are these special parking spots?
Yeah, I always wanted a car like this where you could park it anywhere you liked.
I like them cars that they're optional extras and called indicators.
The optional extra, yeah, not many people can afford those.
They're not.
No.
I think I'd order one with one. So I'm just saving the bulbs for the price of light bulbs.
I tried to find somebody to say, where's your bloody indicator, right?
Yeah.
Donde pute estas tu intermittenti. But that's worse than bloody.
Oh, right.
I'm going to sit here for a second.
Yeah, certainly.
See what the guys are saying. Oh, yeah, come on the other side now. Turn the microphone the other way. Okay, here we go. Wow, there's been lots since our brilliant times. There's Craig's coming over. Eugene, what's your favourite Christmas? Did that one. Tree Air has gone into liquidation, Craig. Been caught smuggling dark rum. Cliff, Mitchelless. Is it Michaelis or Michaelis? Morning Tim from damp South Wales, then the Valleys. Be back out in January for 3 weeks. Be nice to catch up with you. Cliff, great stuff. Just let me know. You can either come to a meet-up Monday, or you can come to a walk with me, or you can find out where I am on Freaky Friday and come and sit and have a drink. Or, yeah, basically any of those. Temperature in Gran Canaria now 16 degrees. Or 160 degrees C/OF. There you go. Piers of Edges, goodbye everybody. Back to work, have a brilliant Christmas. Brendan Purcell, morning, horrible rain in Dublin and lots more tomorrow. So escaping and watching your vid, December has been pretty grim with weather, says Brendan. What a shame. But there we go. Tony Bennett, good morning Tim. Just on my tea break, but a great view. News. We have just booked up for next April. See you then, Tony Bennett and Josie and the Pussycats. Cool dude. Peter King, you're saying the Bible is wrong. Tim, are you saying that the Bible is wrong? No, I'm saying the Bible's right. Yeah?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is the Bible's right. It's the people who put the manger and the three kings together that are wrong.
It's a time frame, isn't it?
No, it's the Bible that's right. Or, I mean, obviously the Bible is right, you know, because somebody wrote it. So it's there. You can read it. But if you look at the Bible, it tells you the timeline, and Jesus was born sometime between 4 BCE and 6 CE. So that's the time range there, because of who was in charge and what censuses were bringing. Although there was never a census where you had to go back to your hometown.
No.
In that area, no. Herod died, and he was split up with his 4 sons. And they each had a year's worth of what's it called? Of
what,
ruling. I think there was a guy before that as well. And then it was 4. Oh no, then the Romans took over. There was 4. Anyway, so basically what they're saying is, if you plot the timeline from all the books of the Bible, they not only contradict themselves, but there's no way that Jesus could have met the 3 kings, or however many kings there were, as a baby. So the nativity scene is a sort of a
mishmash?
No, I would call it a what do they call, what's the first thing you write on a document?
Introduction?
No. Summary.
Yeah.
It's a summary. So I think the Bible scene, or the nativity scene, is a summary. There you go. There you go. Hi Tim. Out the end of January, great to meet up, says Robert Meekins. Anytime, as I say, just let me know. me@timothydowd.com. Tell me you're coming over. Send me an email if you want to meet me on a walk. If you want to come to Meet Up Monday, go to the website, and there's usually about 1 or 2 weeks before, I've put up an invitation, which all you'd have to do is RSVP for free. Yeah, and it tells me how many people are coming and where it's going to be. So we usually go to the place that we were last time, but we're looking at some other venues as well. So just nearer the time, 2 weeks beforehand, just let me know if you want to do Meet Up Monday. Freaky Friday, lately I've been just in the village having a beer. Yeah. But after in the new year, I may go further afield, because I'm going to stop drinking so I can drive. And so there might be a further afield Freaky Friday, so I may even come near you. Oh yeah. One of our new friends. And where was I? Yeah, so anytime, just let me know. And Peter King, maybe see you in June. Cool. Bob Barras, a folk tale. Yeah, it probably is. Tim, out at the end of January, did that one by Pearson's. Gordon Baird says, great bit there. Star of Bengal for Indian, then Churchill's for a Dorado. Yeah, we go. We're going to go past them. 9:55 says Craig, so we've got to get a move on. Thank you, Craig. Star of Bengal is right behind us. Rick and Shelley swear by this one. If you're not subscribed to Rick and Shelley, don't forget to nip over and give them some love. And don't forget, Rick's got an own channel now called Just Rick, where he's doing a lot of good stuff. And art on the sleeve stuff as well. So that's, if you like that type of thing, you can go there and check that out. And of course on this side we got Berber. Does that say Berber? Oh, Bubaks. Bubaks. I thought it was Berber. Hey, Berber. Tandoori hut. Hut, hut, hut. Yeah, you got to go up there for the wheelchairs through the other restaurant. But then you can get up the steep one here. A bit of a gradient. There's no building regs here for stuff like that. Or if there are, it's sort of like, take your chance. Or there weren't, I should have said, building regs. There are now. So if we go up here, we can go through and look at the sausage roll place.
Oh, now we're talking.
Uh-huh. Is it Thursday today? It is Thursday, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, no, I was told it was Tuesday.
It was Tuesday.
He's got a tea in it.
Uh-huh.
Halfway there.
Let's go this way. Through Dreamers. Dreamers. Nothing but a dreamers. We got Cabaret here. "6 days over there," says Gary. Cool dude. And here we go. Up this little ramp to this cool cocktail bar, which I've never seen open. Probably because it opens late, maybe. But I think these tables might be for that shop, which is where you get the sausage rolls. Lovely bake. Oh, it smells nice as well. Oh, yeah. You do need smelly vision. Well, probably not, because I'm sweating like a pig.
So how did you find all these places that we walked through?
Basically, that's exactly what I did. I walked through them. I just took every corner.
Just to see what was down
Yeah.
around the corner.
Yeah. So we're actually going to go this way. See you, Craig. Thanks for joining in. He thinks I'm taking him in through this alleyway to bump him off now. Exactly. Got to be here for the funeral. They do it in 2 days here, you know.
Well, I guess the heat.
Yeah. So we're back out just beyond the shop now. There we go. Get out that way. Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I get a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way. Yes, it is. No, it ain't. I always want to go into that one now. PK, ever been to Swedish Church Cafe? No, I haven't. That's probably what it was, what we were looking at before. Mm-hmm. Gotta go, says Leonie. See ya. John Patton, good pint there. I've had a coffee here once. That was quite popular. But we got to keep on trucking because I got to get back to the post office, pick Christina's Weihnachtsplätzle. They're like little Christmas biscuits.
Right, yeah.
That her best mates cooks or bakes, packs them up and sends them over.
Just at Christmas?
Just at Christmas, yeah. Plätzle. Plätzchen.
Does she share with you, or do you just...
I get the dust.
Oh.
She has the ones that are not broken, I get the dust.
So you're taking broken biscuits too?
I am, yeah. Can you break me some of those? Nice bit of spot for sport. This is where they do the canoes. Over in the distance there, the headland round to Palmar. This is the Bulls, or Bool, or whatever it's called. Very serious sport here. Oh, collecting a sweep, professional. H10, big sir. And here, it's not open yet, I don't think. Los Tarajales. I don't know what a Tarajale is. So right over there, beyond that little house, is the beach, the beginning of the Maritime Walkway. And from here to La Caleta, it's probably 2.5 hours,
Is it?
maybe 3, depending on how often you stop.
Quite often.
Quite often. Probably take me 4 days. I've filmed most of it. Well, all of it, in fact, I filmed, but I've got the drone footage from most of it, and I'm going to stick all that together when I've done it all.
You have
So,
to have a license for your trip?
you'd have to register it as an operator,
Right.
which is free, and then you have to put your operator number and your name and your telephone number on the drone itself. But if it's under 250 grams, you don't need to take a formal test. Unless you're going to do it commercially.
Right. So when you bought yours, was it trial and error, just see if it goes up and see if it comes back?
Well, basically, what you are duty bound to do is to read the manual.
Nobody reads manuals.
No, but you have to. You have to have said that you've read the manual to get the operator license. And once you've read the manual, basically, it's pretty easy.
And you know it's going to come back.
Yeah. And the drone I've got is the DJI Mini 3 Pro,
Right.
which is a GPS-driven drone.
Right.
So that means as soon as you've connected to a certain amount of satellites, I think it's about 12 or 15 satellites,
Yeah.
then it basically flies itself. So when you say take off, it goes to hover. It goes to hover.
Finds where it is.
Yeah, let's do this. So it goes to hover, and it knows exactly where it is. Sets its home point, which says this is the place that I'm going to call home.
Going back to, yeah.
And then it's basically just 2 paddles the left-hand one, well, you can set it how you want it, but it comes default. It comes, the left-hand one is up, down, turn left, turn right on its axis.
Right.
And the right-hand one is forwards, backwards, shimmy right, shimmy left. Or the other way around, you know what I'm saying.
So if the battery's getting low on your actual drone,
Yeah.
does it have a default where it thinks, like where it says, right, I'm going back now? Like
Basically,
overrides you?
it does override you if it tells you that you're reaching the point of no return.
Right.
And so you need to start coming back. Unfortunately, that's not always, shouldn't always trust that.
Right.
Because if you've gone out with the wind and you're coming back against the wind,
Using more power.
you're not going to make it.
No.
And then it'll just land when it runs out. Right? It won't actually crash, it'll actually land. But if you're over water, then
It'll float.
it
won't float.
it's gone. So basically, your battery, but I mean the battery's what, half an hour, 25 minutes?
So is there a meter on your actual display?
Yep, tells you
You can see
exactly,
what you've
tells
got.
you percentage and how many minutes left.
Right.
But basically, flying a drone is pretty weird. You're not actually going to fly it for 25 minutes.
No.
You know, what you do is you plan your flight. So what do I want to photograph? Well, it's right here. Okay. And what do I want to do with the photograph? Well, I want a shot that's like coming in and zooming up. I want a shot going around that way. I want a shot going around this way. I want a wide shot. I want a close-up shot. I want a droney going up, a rocket or whatever it is. And so you plan your trip.
Right.
And that usually takes between, I would say, 3 and 8 minutes.
As last as that?
No, I mean,
Well, yeah.
nobody's going to
Yeah.
watch half an hour of go, you know?
Yeah.
So about 3 to 8 minutes. 3 minutes is a good selection of moves. 8 minutes is maybe get out there, orient, do the moves and come back. You know, so you're not really doing anything. I mean, I bought 3 batteries and I don't really need them.
No.
You know, because I'm not doing more. I mean, the times I would do more is if I was going to a place and I was doing maybe 3 or 4 different shots in different areas.
Yeah.
So the first one, I'd have a full battery to go and do that. Then the next one, I'd just use the rest of that battery to do a short one. Then the third place, a fresh battery. And, or even if it's 3 centers, use a fresh battery every time. Because then then you're safe. So that's worth it. But yeah, it flies itself. It's pretty good. They even have this thing called master shots.
Right.
Whereas you go into the video and select master shots, then it says what is your subject, and you draw a little box around the subject, and it sort of sticks
This is like
on it.
in your editing suite.
No, this is live.
Oh, right.
on your thing. So the drone's up there. You point the camera at what you want to do, and then you draw a box around it, and then you just press master shots go, and it'll do 5 typical shots, and it flies better than I can.
Yeah.
So that's all I do. I just pick the thing, say do master shots, and then when I bring it back, it'll even cut it to music for you, and then you can send it straight to social media.
Yeah.
But the music isn't royalty free, unfortunately.
Right. You have to pay for it.
Yeah. Well, no, they don't give you the option. I wish they'd give you the option for using your own music. You know,
Right.
the one that you've got royalties for. But there you go. We've been on 68 minutes now, so we're going to finish it here actually.
Yeah.
So, ladles and jelly spoons, this is Richard Butcher with your wife, Dawn. And you're with your 2...
I'm with my son-in-law, Andrew, and my daughter, Stephanie.
Stephanie, of course, same as our daughter. And they're meditating by the pool.
They are now, yeah.
I'm going to take him back now. Thank you for joining us. It's been a pleasure. It's Friday morning. Do I have anybody for Friday morning? I got to check. I don't think I do. If you want to go walking tomorrow morning, let me know. About 9 o'clock somewhere. And tomorrow afternoon or evening, 5:55, I'm in the Monte Cristo. I do have a guest, but he doesn't want to be on camera. But if you want to come and be on camera, that's fine by me. Webby will be there as well. Have a couple of pints, and we'll see you soon. So Google thinks you might like this one next. And if you want to support the channel, you can support it here. And you can subscribe for free right here. And I'll put the merchandise in the corner over there. It's Tim and Richard for Living with MS in Tenerife. See you. Would want to be you.
Bye.
Got to press that.